He's angry about mortgages. It's Angry Mortgage. He's swearing. He's cursing loud. He's old. He's opinionated. And he's been doing this so damn long. This program is about mortgages, and this is mortgage advice, but the advice may not apply to your situation. Contact licensed mortgage professionals for specific recommendations before you make decisions about mortgages. You may not agree with Ron, but if you don't, he thinks you're wrong. Oh, and did we say there is a lot of swearing?
I find that people are on their back foot still. Unless you're a public sector, and I know I've gone down this road with you before, public sector jobs, not shitting on public sector jobs, but there's no trepidation in the public sector. They've got income, they've got their wages baked in, right? So there's no real stress. In the private sector, I find people are on their back foot. People are wanting to make a move, but not really ready to make that move. So there's some stress. We are also seeing... we're seeing sellers that are not really coming down in price. And I know you've talked about this week in and week out about the fucking values have to come down. It's no different in the smaller communities.
The sale prices have to.
Correct.
People have the wrong view of what they can get for their property.
Correct. So, and what we're also seeing, some of our clients and some of our real estate partners or realtors are seeing, house goes up on the market for $699. Great. Our clients are like, okay, we'll make an offer. It's not obviously worth that. It's worth a little bit more. We'll go in at $720. And there's no sign back. And there's a message back from the listing agent going, yeah, we really wanted $8. And you're thinking,
so
people are still trying to achieve these high values.
Okay, so help me out. So this is a time when any rational, experienced realtor, and let's face it, all the amateur realtors are gone. Because they're out.
Yeah, one would say that. Yeah.
It's been a year. It's been 15, 16 months.
Yep.
So you've just been burnt to the ground.
Yep.
If you're a little amateur, small time realtor, you're gone. Only the experienced guys are left.
Mm-hmm.
Why would an experienced realtor believe that this kind of goofy system that used to work in the red hot...
You're talking about a listing agent?
Yeah, a listing agent. In the 2021 era, in the 2020, better than the 2022, the one real estate was red hot. You'd initiate a bidding war by coming out with a dumb low price.
Sure. I got to think they're buying the listing. Do you know
so
what I mean?
they're saying that to influence the person to list, to give them the list.
Again, no disrespect, because I've got a few realtors that I work with and I hold in high regards, but I got to assume, because the market's so slow. I mean, Guelph Real Estate Board, shout out Sean Murphy at Royal LePage. He provides me with a ton of stats, which I share with you sometimes.
Sure.
30% down on volume year over year. 30%.
And last year wasn't a good year.
It was not a very good year at all.
Right.
We're at 20-year lows. Some would even say 25-year lows. I think Sean shared some stats with me, just volume-wise. So the prices are stuck here, but volume is way down. So to answer your question, maybe they're buying what that refers to, people, is you're not actually paying money to get the listing. You're saying, Ron, what do you think your house is worth? I don't know. Great. I'll list it.
Oh, so whatever the client says.
To appease, right. Because there's not a lot going on right now.
But the wise realtor would say you're never going to get 8.
There are some real estate teams out there that would say, look, I got to be honest with you. I don't think you're going to get action on this at this price. I think we need to be here. And they might lose that listing opportunity because the client's really stuck on the number that they want.
The client may have a mortgage. They may have, they may understand that this is, and they may be shocked that when their neighbor sold something in 2021 for $1,050,000, like, why can't I get 8?
I got a wild fucking story for you.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to keep this super vanilla so there's no 6 degrees of separation. Clients buy in peak madness 2022. They buy
like first quarter 2022.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. They buy for $900,000. Mortgage is arranged in first and second position.
Oh,
because, we'll just refinance you out when values keep going up.
When the value hits $1.2 million. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Catastrophe, values don't keep going up. They've since relisted their home, and I won't tell you the number, but they've taken a massive bath on this property because they bought in peak insanity, and they were listening to people who were saying, it's going to be fine. We all knew that it wasn't going to be fine in the spring of 2022 because the writing was on the wall. But so there are those people that are holding out. To your point, I got a fucking $700,000 more. What do you mean sell for $715,000? I gotta pay the lawyer. I gotta pay you. I'm gonna be in the upside down, right? So they're trying to hold on to a number that they might not get. Again, I don't want to throw too much shade at our real estate partners out there because, the good ones know what it's worth and they have that conversation, but there's just no action. But what I'm finding is there is action. The properties that are listed well, show well, priced well in a good area are selling in multiples sometimes.
Priced for where the market is today.
Correct. That's what I mean by priced well. It's priced where the market is today. So all the people out there that want to sell this year, it's always a good time to sell when you have to sell. You just got to make sure that you're priced in at what the market's going to expect for today, because you might be waiting for a while.
And I don't think rationally, I don't think we can expect a huge uptick in purchase volume because there's a category of buyer that was at one point was as much as 40% of the whole market is the investor buyer, person who's buying an investment property. Okay.
Gonzo.
They are absent.
Gonzo.
I see it. All my staff see it. You see it.
Now you will get people commenting, I bought a 5-6plex. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about multi-unit. We're talking about mom and pop with a house with a low mortgage, and they want to leverage that mortgage to buy a standalone detached or a townhome,
whatever it is,
to rent it out. No, those are non-existent.
They have left the market entirely.
Gone. Yeah,
and so the entire buyer pool has shrank.
Yes,
by that element.
Yes,
and they are not coming back tomorrow.
No,
because they're scared.
They are,
and once attitude shifts, it really takes a lot to shift it back. Mm-hmm. So there we are.
If you like the pod, well, don't just sit there. Go to YouTube, Apple, Spotify, and all the other ones and like the pod. And don't forget to subscribe so we can keep being angry at mortgages and swearing about mortgages. Angry Mortgage could use your support.